you finally listened to an episode that we did. Because I know last time on the Julie episode, you were saying you didn't want to. But how was it? How do you feel?
Yeah, for a long time, I haven't even really finished the first one because I just had so much like pod anxiety.
Yeah, that's
like
the thing.
I was freaking out. And I just remember like how nervous I was like recording it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, no, there's no way. But I just listened to our previous one and I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, a
like,
little biased.
You're like, do I start a podcast?
Like,
By God.
It was gold. I thought it was super funny. So
if y'all haven't seen that one, check it out because she just endorsed it herself and she hates watching us. So life updates. We took the next step, bro.
Things are getting pretty serious.
Safe to say things are getting pretty serious.
Yeah.
We moved in together, you guys. It's been a long time coming. You know, lived with a lot of other people in our past.
Had some prospects.
Yeah, namely men that we shouldn't have. But now we're here, and that's all that really matters. Now we can just live out our days in Bee Cave safely, and that's pretty much it.
You know, everyone always told me that they thought you were my roommate already.
We just never leave each other's side.
Yeah.
It's always like in your little purse, like Paris Hilton's dog. Like,
And then I know my dad was like, yeah, I couldn't see you living with anybody else but Becca. And I'm
yeah.
like,
Well, yeah, dude, because it's like what we were talking about the other day, and we won't get too much into this. However, like, if you were to live with someone and say you just want to stay home, say you just want to eat like 30 pizza rolls that day and just like rot every day. It's our diet, guys. If you're ever wondering, that's a diet plan. But like, and then you have someone coming in and they're like, why don't you want to get out of bed? Like, come on a walk, do this. Like, they mean well. I know they do. But I don't want to.
Sure.
I don't want to.
Not every day. Like some days it's okay to stay in and just be, you know,
around nobody.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how are y'all around people every day? Every day?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. My social battery dies within moments. Like, you've seen it. Like, we'll be out and I'm just sitting there and I just like start staring into the abyss and you're like, oh, it's time for her to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel like we're just compliment each other. Like we can if we want to, and if we don't, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, for sure. So anyway, guys, life update there. Pretty exciting stuff. I think serotonin's at an all-time high. So what do Playboy Bunny tanning bed stickers, Paris Hilton, Blackberries, low-rise jeans, and AOL Instant Messenger have in common?
Yes.
It's Y2K, guys. It is the Y2K episode. I'm sure you're wondering why we're wearing bedazzled Juicy Couture shirts, and that's why. I went to the ends of the earth to find this for you guys for this episode, so I hope you appreciate it as much as I do. Very much feeling like Shakira with this hair as well. So exciting, very exciting stuff. We're going to get into some things from our past, our Y2K eras, talk about some shows, some bands, all kinds of good stuff. So Y2K, according to Google, because I didn't know, because people say, oh, I'm dressing like Y2K, but I'm like, that's a year. That's just 2000.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's a span? Because they'll say that, but it's like Paris Hilton in like 04. So what does it mean?
It's an era.
Yeah. So I was like, when was it? Apparently, it's from 97 to 04.
Which makes no sense, but yeah.
At all. It's like 97. They're like, Y2K. How old were you during that time span?
In 2000?
Like 04. How old were you?
I was in 4th grade. So what, 9?
Oh, you know like grades? I know the opposite.
Because because every year is the grade I was in. So 04, I was in 4th grade. 05, I was in 5th grade. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I graduated in 2012. And so and you're in 12th grade.
Oh, I guess I could just go back 1 year then because I graduated 2011.
Yeah. So just do that math from now on. You're welcome.
I still can't do it.
Carry the one.
In 04, I'm like still doing quadratic. I'm like, oh, I was 12. 12? 14.
No. So you're like 32. No,
no, not yet.
I think.
Okay, I was born in 92.
You had to have been 10 or 11.
If I was born in 92.
No, you're 11.
I was 12. If I was born in 92.
Really?
In 04. 92 to 02, and then plus 2. That's 12.
Oh, gotcha.
12, right?
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I'm saying, guys.
Brilliant mathematician.
Dear God help us. I'm like, please just subscribe to the podcast so I can monetize and not have to think. So that's how old we were. Describe yourself. Alex is like a little nugget, as like a little 12-year-old.
In 4th grade?
Yeah, just like as a little guy. Like, what were you doing? What were you like?
Okay, let me just open up all my trauma.
No. I was thinking, like, were you wearing Abercrombie? But you're like, well, you see.
In 4th grade, I think it might have been right before, like, I was into, but yeah, I was very much so, because we had to wear polos in school, and we had to
uniform,
and we had to wear certain colors, and I would always like die for the Abercrombie polo. So definitely by middle school I had that, but I think 4th grade, like I was such a tomboy.
Yeah,
like I was still climbing trees and like,
Aww.
yeah, just always outside. I know the girls were starting to like the boys, and they're like, you have to walk like this and you have to wear this to get their attention. And I was like, nah.
It couldn't be me. I'm not like other girls, whatever. Later,
just
guys.
Pick me in 4th
rides off
grade.
in your skateboard. You're like, whatever, guys. I don't even like makeup and like Abercrombie. Dude, do you remember like... I always wanted Abercrombie polos too, and like to stack like layer 3 of them at once, like the extra like flex. But do you remember there were kids and like polo was also cool, I feel, like Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
And there were people who would get like the US Polo Association. It was like the off-brand polo. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
it was like the
from the
giant
Center or what?
Yeah. It was like the giant polo guy. Like you could get it at like Dillard's, I think, and it was like a little cheaper.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
And they're like, no, it's polo, but it was like not really, you know.
Right. It's like just a little
like an accent mark on the O.
Never had that, but I know. I feel you.
Yeah, for sure. So going back a little earlier, I'm going to start in the early 90s and we're going to work our way up into 04. Okay. So, Chuck E. Cheese, did you go there as a kid? And do you remember the original animatronics and how fucking terrifying they were?
Oh my gosh, thank you for saying. So,
yeah.
Fun fact, you know, everyone would, there's not much to do in Corpus, so everyone would take their kids to Chuck E. Cheese.
And brawl and just fight.
And you know, not the like the robot ones, but the guy that would like come out in like the Chuck E. Cheese.
Like the mouse himself.
I would be like bawling my eyes out, like screaming, hiding under the table. And he would always try to like, because I'm the one that was terrified, he would get my attention and like come after me and try to like make me okay. Yeah.
Like
it was
what they shouldn't do.
Horrible. And like my family's just like made fun of me my whole life because of that.
I just don't understand why adults assume that children would love a giant mouse. Do you know what I mean? They're like, you know what they're really gonna fucking love? Let's just like slap this like, I don't know, crackhead in a literal mouse
who's under there.
Dude, how do you apply to be the mouse? Like who and what credential, you know?
Yeah, and why?
Yeah.
What's your...
Did they do a background check on the mouse?
I don't think so, but
it's, I mean, not back then. Not in the 90s, nothing mattered. Yeah,
that's so funny you brought that one up,
dude. Yeah, well, and the animatronics too. Like they were just creaky. Like
okay, even go over there.
It went to the stage area when the lights dimmed. You were like booking it.
Bye.
Yeah, dude, that was so creepy. Like literally, the big old bug eyes just like shifting around, like little. Oof, it was not cute. On the topic of that though, Furbies.
Oh wait, I loved Furbies. You didn't?
No way. Really?
Oh man.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
I would take your Furbies.
You can have all of them because they're fucking possessed.
Oh,
so,
no.
Have you never heard that like in the middle of the night, like there were so many stories of people taking the batteries out and they're still like, hey, like I'm Furby, like whatever they say.
Wait, I need a Furby backstory. Where did this come from?
Just anyway, like, I don't know. I just heard it like through the grapevine, just on the streets, word on the streets. And like, it's just like, I remember like, even if it was off, sometimes it would like make noises and talk. And granted, it was like 90s technology, so maybe it was just glitchy.
It's a little wanky.
But people were like, they're possessed.
Oh, God.
And there were like hella stories of just people taking the batteries out and them just still like doing their thing.
I never heard that, but yeah, it gives me a little gremlin vibe now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But I did love them at the time, so they served their purpose for me.
I think this like speaks volumes for like both of our personalities because I'm like, no, they're creepy, like fuck a Furby. And you're like, I think they're great. They're cute. Like, just give me all of them. I'll take them. I can change them.
Oh my God. That is me.
Anyways.
Damn.
So, you know that I wasn't that athletic of a lad growing up, right?
You tried.
I did my best.
Yeah.
So in order to
At least
grow,
you got out there.
Well, not by choice. In order to grow my athleticism, my dad put me in Taekwondo. Did you know that? I have a black belt, Alex.
Hell yeah, you do.
I literally do.
I see it.
Yeah. Do you?
In your soul, yeah.
I just start doing
chokes me out right here.
So I'm like, go to sleep. But yeah, it was actually really cute. Like he did it too because I didn't want to do it alone.
Oh,
so my dad was wearing the little Taekwondo uniform and like he took us, but then I wanted to quit. I was like, I don't actually, this isn't my dream, it's yours. And he's like, you're not quitting. You're getting your black belt.
To state. We're going to
we're going to fucking Kicks in Corpus Christi. It's literally called Kicks. Yeah, dude. So, I mean, in retrospect, like, do I use my black belt? I can't say I do. Do I ever just
could?
But you never say never. Yeah. It's not too late.
It's always there.
Yeah, but don't test me. But yeah, it has my little name on it and everything.
Oh, that's
Fun
cute.
fact.
He just wanted you to be able to defend yourself.
I
I
know.
like
Well, and also just like do a sport. I think it'd not be like sedentary. Yeah. Just eat kid cuisine and stuff like that. Were you in sports? You probably were, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said all of them. She said name one. I was in it. Invented it.
So we actually, well, I remember I was in dance. I was in soccer, like young, like in elementary, like early ages.
Did you like them?
So no, not really.
Okay.
Like I liked being a part of something, but like those I just didn't really, it just didn't stick with me. But I do remember, I was raised by my grandparents.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just a little older and they seem to like forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
And one day after school, they forgot about me. Literally forgot to pick me up.
Classic.
And I remember seeing like a bunch of little runners like running around the school, and I was like, "What's going on?" And that's when Run Alex became.
Oh my god! Wait, I didn't know that story.
Yeah, and I just went up to the like coach, I guess, and was like, "What's going on? Like, I want to run."
It sounds like a movie, literally.
And it was really cute. And I just started running. Like I didn't have running shoes. I was just in my jeans, and I was really good. That's what happened. Like I'd beat all the boys and stuff. And so then I was like, oh, I guess I like doing it too. I was like, this is gonna be me now.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
And that's when Run Alex was born.
Oh my god! Wow, I've never heard that story. I guess like how would I have? But I feel like we've talked about everything else. Huh. Yeah, that's adorable. Good for you and good for them. What if they were like older, so they put you in like water aerobics as a sport?
Oh my gosh. Well, see, we were really poor.
Yeah.
So we couldn't like afford to like go to a pool or like even just do like other activities. So running was super cheap. Like I didn't need anything. Like I'm pretty sure like my coach bought me my first pair of running shoes.
Oh, yeah. I love him or her.
This guy, but yeah.
Huh.
Nice. Yeah, fun fact.
I've heard I was gonna bring up next. I'm like my brain's spacing. One sec, guys. Like we could edit it.
You're like this new information. I don't know what to do.
Just processing. NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys. Who would you pick? Because like we could have very well liked them both, but everyone's like, no, you're picking. Of course. If you had to say like your favorite, who would you say and why?
Backstreet Boys.
Damn, I'm an NSYNC gal.
Okay, it's okay. We can balance each other out.
I guess agree to disagree. Yeah. A broken household, torn apart. Yeah, I remember I think it was like late elementary school, the kids would all like choreograph dances, like for their little songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, like literally for plays. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't do it personally, but it was cool to watch. You know what I mean?
I did it alone. I was like, I don't need any y'all.
After running in your little jeans,
just sweaty,
just buzzing. Not the little shimmy. What about Britney versus Christina?
I'm a Britney girl.
Same. I feel like
really? I thought you were going to be a Christina.
You would think because of my crimped hair that I am a Christina gal, but no, not the case.
Give me really Christina vibes right now.
I could see how you would say. I feel like this is kind of giving Britney. I don't know, but I think. I think I always saw and like
Go ahead.
People always thought that like Britney was like the more wholesome one.
Right.
And that Christina was like the more like edgy. And at the time that like wasn't cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think like everyone in my school was like, oh no, like we don't like her. She's like,
Yeah.
So that's why I was like a Britney gal. I think nowadays.
I just liked her songs better.
Yeah. I feel like Genie in a Bottle is a hit. Yeah. And nowadays I'm a Christina gal. Yeah. Cool. Genie in a Bottle was a hit. I gotta say. That was a good one.
Do you think Britney Spears died?
Bro. We're going to open a can of worms here. So
Here we go.
First of all, riddle me this. You just knew I was going to go on a tangent. So you're like, let me get my coffee. Y'all think, okay, everyone's like celebrating the conservatorship being over. Y'all really think she's free and that's her and she's just in like good mental health? Because like,
no,
we're over here watching her, mascara down her face, dressed like who even knows, in a house that like there's like no furniture, doing spins. But everyone's in the comments like, yes, queen, you're free. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Either she's on drugs, like she's still like in some sort of captivity, like who knows? But like something's not right.
Even her facial structure looks different to me. Like everything's just completely.
Stevie Wonder himself could watch that video and tell me that there is something amiss.
This doesn't look right.
Yeah, he's like, dude, like I just don't understand people. They're in the comments, they're like, wow, she's like living her best. She's living her truth. I'm like, you're going to tell me the same person who was like on the plane in the music video in Toxic looking hella normal is this girl who looks like Ruth from Ozark on a bad day.
Oh, Ruth.
Do you know what? Like,
yes.
Like, no.
I love Ruth. But
and
yeah.
Like, I love Britney, but like something is amiss. And everyone who's just hyping it, like, we did it. She's free. No, the fuck like something's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't even think it's her, but anyways.
Okay, so what are your thoughts?
I think it's like a lookalike.
Yeah,
truly.
So like, if it's a lookalike, why wouldn't they choose someone that looked mentally sound?
Because that's the best one. That's who looked like her the most.
The best that money could buy was that. They got all the money in the world. Oops, I did it again. Like all these songs, like her dad jacked all her money and the best he could do is that. You know what I mean? I feel like they could do better.
What a conspiracy.
Isn't it though? But like, I fully agree with you. I think something's
off. Yeah. It's either not her or, you know, she's just gone down a very dark path.
Yeah, dude. Or they've just been like drugging her to keep her at bay or something like that. Or so she can't speak out against them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that could be another conspiracy. Again, like all in my opinion, but you know, not saying that this is true. However, hypothetically, I'm like, Jamie Lynn, don't sue me.
Believe what you want.
Believe what you will. However, we're right. Limited 2.
I didn't really shop too much. I was a Claire's girl.
I was going to bring that up next. But like, did you ever shop in like the catalogs and stuff? You remember like, obviously there wasn't like online shopping yet, I don't think. So we would get catalogs and stuff.
Yeah, but I wouldn't order. I would look at them, but I would like go into the store and buy it.
I wouldn't do either. I couldn't get them, but I would just look at the magazines. I'm like,
but I wouldn't go.
Must be nice.
Yeah, Limited 2 had like a really big catalog, but I never really bought too much stuff from there. But I do remember going to Claire's like just for fun.
Yeah, dude, Limited 2 stores were lit. Like literally, like they would have like the big screen like in the back.
We had one in
like
Corpus?
No, I want to say I had to go out of town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to say it was when we were like in like San Antonio or something.
See, I didn't go anywhere.
But I actually don't know.
We didn't have vacation. I didn't know what that word meant until
Claire's was vacation. Speaking of Claire's, did you get your ears pierced there? Or did you get them done at like birth?
Oh, I totally got it like at the Trade Center.
Really?
I mean, actually, I don't know, but I know. That's a great question. I just called my mom.
You're like, hello. Doesn't answer.
It was definitely like as a tiny little baby.
Yeah.
And not at the mall. Like it probably was in some like ghetto spot.
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
She probably did it herself. just an ice cube and a lemon.
She got the OBGYN to just right when you come out. One-stop shop, baby. It's an assembly line. Ear piercing at Claire's, I've heard, is dangerous. I've heard the guns, like, so you're supposed to do it with a needle, apparently.
Yeah.
I've heard if you do it with the gun, it's just like, I don't know, you can get like infection. It's just not good for you.
Well, yeah, it just seems kind of gross. But I know I read somewhere that that they're not trained to do it. It's just like a random, like, you know, minimum wage person just like.
So I will tell you this. I got my ears pierced at Claire's. I'm going to open up right now and be very vulnerable.
Therapy session.
Yeah, I wanted to get them done. And to this day, like, they're super lopsided.
Oh,
like, the holes are definitely, like, she did it, like, I remember my ear started to hurt. She wiped the little marker off and redid it so many times.
Oh, what the heck?
I was like, am I okay?
That's torture.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on? Like, then finally, my ears are all swollen. So I'm like, there's no way this will be symmetrical. There's no way. Like, she might even miss my lobe. And yeah, to this day, they're just, like, wonky. Like, literally. Yeah. And then I got gauges when I was emo and they evened out.
I did too.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wear earrings because like they never fully closed. They closed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of sad. I can't wear earrings.
Yeah, I have like a little like slit where my gauges were. I never went too crazy with it. I was like kind of like emo adjacent. I was like scared to go all the way.
How big did you go?
So I went the biggest size that you could go without it being like the point of no return. Like I remember there was like a number that people
would say. 0.
Yeah, I think. There was like a number people said once you go there, they won't like shrink back.
716. Sorry.
Wait, what is it?
A 716.
Oh.
So it's like, it starts like out of 14 gauge and then it goes like, or maybe even smaller than that.
You work at Hot Topic on the weekends and that's how you know.
It's Spencer's, get it right.
Ooh, no. We love Spencer's.
No, yeah, and then it just gets like lower and lower until it gets to 00. And then it gets into like the half sizes or like the, what are they called? And that's the one I went. So like one bigger than what you did. And I don't know why. I did that big. Like, that's crazy.
So you went to the point of no return. That's why.
Crazy.
I guess that the theory was true.
So now, like, I literally could fit like a tiny little gauge in there. But I mean, I would never.
Next episode.
Do we have an emo episode?
Dude, yeah. I'm honestly so down. I did one with the Anthony from Papa Roach, but I think like we could do infinite emo episodes, bro. My life is an emo episode.
The podcast just turns into like
the room progressively gets darker.
Yeah, no, let's do that.
No, I'm extremely down. The Selena movie, a staple. I feel like growing up, so our hometown, Corpus Christi, Texas, is also the home of Selena Quintanilla. If you don't know that, culture yourself. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people know that. Every time they're like, where are you from? I'm like, Corpus Christi. And they're like, Selena's?
So with the S at the end.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
You're like,
I mean, and me, but yeah.
And I guess me too. But the movie, like with J-Lo, came out around that time period.
Oh, I'm still obsessed with J-Lo. J-Lo's my number one. I love her so much.
Jenny from the Block. We love her. I feel like it's like obligatory though. In Corpus, growing up, you have to watch that movie. Like if you haven't seen it, people are just gonna like beat you.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it so much. I'll literally make people watch it with me. Like we should watch it after this.
I'm actually so down. Isn't Yolanda Saldivar getting out of jail soon, or did she already? The girl who killed her?
Is she not dead?
Nah, you would think.
I'm a killer. What? Just who said that?
In theory, hypothetically.
I don't know. She has to be so old because she was old back then in like 94. You know, she was killed the year I was born.
Oh shit, yeah.
Or I think it was like after I was born, but like still the same year.
I was like a little wee baby when she was killed. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's alive still. Not Selena, R.I.P. Yolanda.
So, but like she might be like 80.
Dude, imagine being an 80-year-old Yolanda Saldivar getting out of jail and just how has nothing happened to her in jail though? That's the crazy thing. Like, you know, how has she not gotten like I don't know.
Huh. Well, I hope she has learned her lesson. I don't know.
She just gets out and kills someone else.
Oh no.
She finds like a Selena doppelganger and she's like on a tear.
Oh no.
There's every person that looks like her. Oh God. What was your favorite Disney Channel original movie?
Aladdin. I would say Little Mermaid, actually.
But like not like the cartoon one, but like Luck of the Irish Brink vibes.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Damn it. I gotta go. Okay, can you name? I can't think. I've like blacked out a lot of my childhood.
It's fair enough. I'm like, that was my childhood, just these movies. But so there was like Brink, Luck of the Irish. There was Smart House. That was a good one. There was, I feel like High School Musical counts as one.
Okay, High School Musical. I like the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Yeah, those count.
Yeah, you're naming some like real throwbacks, huh?
The 13th Year, the mermaid one, bro. You remember that?
Oh my God.
Yep. They like get in the water and they start getting like little gills and they're like, oh no. Like,
oh my gosh, that's such a good one. No, what's yours?
Oh, Xenon is another good one.
Oh, Xenon was phenomenal.
So good, bro. Who do you think you would be, Nebula or Xenon?
Who's Nebula?
Her friend.
Oh, I'm Xenon. No.
Oh.
I don't know. You mean the girl in the orange? She would like wear orange.
Oh, I don't know. She just had the little pigtails.
Yeah.
It was like her friend. Yeah.
No, I'm not her. I would say I'm Xenon.
I would like to think we're both Xenon, but perhaps I'm Nebula.
You want me to be Nebula?
I still want to be like, no disrespect to Nebula.
Well, the fact that I can't even remember her like isn't a good sign, but
it's crazy how I can't remember directions on like how to get from like my home to the grocery store, but I remember the name Nebula from Xenon. Like we should psychoanalyze that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy to me. Also, I got here with no directions, so
I could literally never. Like I have to GPS to like get to my room in my house.
I just wanted to see if I could do it. I was like, I've been there twice. I feel like this is enough time.
That's crazy to me that people could do that. That's like equivalent to someone like learning Mandarin Chinese to me. The fact that they have like a sense of direction, like I can't fathom.
Yeah, you're just horrible.
Yeah, dude. I think like once you've been concussed a good number of times,
fair enough,
it can just get knocked right out your ear. You know? Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh man, like at the arcade?
Or at home. There was like the home one with the little mat.
Yeah. The arcade one looked fun. I remember trying it a couple times, but you know how like there would be like this really good person that's just like
it was sweating. They're holding. Remember they would hold up the back rails. They're like,
I'm like, how was he seizing? Like, I'm so confused. And then it would bring like an audience.
Yep.
And so then I would get really nervous because, you know,
there was always someone watching, like every time.
Yeah. And so like I just didn't work well under pressure, and I would just freak out and have anxiety and like go home crying.
Never to play again. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. There were people that were like just great. That's like what they did.
Yeah.
That was their thing. Like they would hold onto the back rail and just go, like, I don't know how their feet moved so quick. It had to be a good workout.
No shit.
Is that like the equivalent of like Pilates girls these days?
Wait, we should get one and put it in the house, in the new house. We got tons of space. It's way too big.
Bro, we make that whole bottom floor a DDR room.
I'm down.
I literally would.
Just adds to cart now.
I would try. That could be good for me. I feel like it'd be good for like my endurance and like cardiovascular like abilities.
We're healthy gals now.
Just sprain our ankles. City skates.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you want to tell the people what City Skates is?
City Skates is a skating rink in Corpus, and that's where all the cool kids would have their birthday parties, and that's where you would like have your first kiss. Not me, because I was lame.
She wasn't like the other girl. She didn't even want to kiss boys. She didn't even care.
But yeah, that was the place to be. How fun.
Yeah.
Did you have a birthday party there?
No, but I went to a lot of them there, and I just remember like
seeing I wish we were friends back then.
I know, dude, because I feel like probably would have still been similar in a way.
I think so.
Yeah, but like I remember kind of like the DDR thing. There were just those kids that were just way too good. I'm like, how were you just born knowing this? It's like ice skating. Like, do people just know?
Ice skating's hard, yeah.
Yeah, bro, would go on field trips to like this ice skating rink during like Christmas time, whatever, and it's like everyone just knew. I'm like, how the fuck?
So could you skate?
Hell no, I can't do any of them. Like,
well, there's other stuff to do there.
Bro, I was the one to eat pizza. I could eat a whole pizza in one sitting. So, bro, I was the kid holding on.
Fitness pizza.
I was the kid holding on to the side, just like scooting along.
With the like PVC pipes or whatever.
They didn't even have that.
Oof.
They never gave that to me. I found out later they had it, and I was like, what the hell?
Y'all had sink or swim.
Yeah.
Figure it out, kiddo.
Welcome to the real world. And I was just holding onto the sides, just like scooting along, and everyone's just lapping me.
Aww.
I'm like, did your parents put you in lessons at 2? I don't understand. Like, okay, Michelle Kwan, what are you trying to prove to me?
I could skate. I skate. I don't know how I learned though, because I remember like.
Yeah, did you just know? Like how?
No. I remember like falling hard, and I was like, okay, yeah, not gonna do this again. So figure it out, kid.
Oh.
So yeah, but I'm pretty athletic at most things. Like if I just start to do something, I can figure it out.
That's so interesting to me. I don't know. Yeah, I very much was like, even on the carpet with like my little skates, I was like, just like shuffling.
I would have taught you.
Yeah, many tried, you know, but it's tough. The pacer test.
We'll go. Oh man, come on,
dude. Begin.
Yeah, that was easy for me. That was fun for me. Everyone was like, "Oh no, we have to do this shit again." Yeah, and I was like, "Yay!"
You're in a matching sweatsuit already.
Yeah, I'm just like doing warm ups and like
a sweatband on.
Yeah, I literally had like my little shoes like laced up.
Ready. I was not like that. If y'all didn't know, but with is the pacer only a Texas thing?
Oh, I mean, I've only been in Texas. I don't know.
Same.
They have to have some kind of fitness test at other places. But yeah, it was like the pacer, the sit-ups, the
mile
plank.
Oof.
Yeah.
So some of these tests were kind of weird though. Because do you remember, okay, why'd they want to know like our reach? Like when you're sitting down, you had to put your legs in front of you and you had to like why do they need to know our flexibility as a child? What data does that go towards? If you really think like, I just don't understand. What are they trying to assess? Why do they need to know
about this? But I mean, I think it's just like overall health. Like if you can't touch your toes as like a 6-year-old, like maybe you need to go see the doctor. I don't know. Oh, you couldn't touch your toes? Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. We're going to yoga after this.
Like Black Swan, we're en route. No, dude, I don't know. Like, maybe that's why you put me in Taekwondo or something.
Maybe you just got really long legs.
I do have long limbs, bro. And I have a short torso. I have long femurs. So I think that's what it is. But they didn't take that into account, did they?
No, they did not.
And they did not.
Consider it a little.
But yeah.
Yeah, I actually miss those. Can we bring those back?
Dude, what if we did like an adult pacer? How about, okay, I have a plan. Maybe we'll do this on a podcast. What if we get on a dating app, Hinge, Raya, what have you?
Mhm.
We assemble a team of like 10 to 15 and we make them do a pacer to go on a date with you.
Oh, with me?
Yeah. I don't want to date, bro. I don't trust any of y'all.
I mean, why don't we just like strap on some gloves and just have them
That too.
fight to the death?
But it's like more, it could be like episodes, you know? It's like The Bachelor, like giving out a rose, but it's like,
I'm not
hey,
that cool.
can you touch your toes? You know what I mean? Can you run a mile in like a certain amount of time? Can you, what are the other tests we would have to do?
It's like sit-ups, push-ups. I don't know.
Just like,
But
yeah. Why do you as a man, why are you afraid to do that then? You should be open to doing the pacer if you're a real man.
I do like a fit man.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. You got me all embarrassed.
And also, don't say you're not that cool. Stop. I'm like, yes, you are. I heard you say that. Like, relax. Yes, you are.
We should do something like that. I definitely think that like putting on an event would be really fun. Like, I don't know if it's to fight for my love, but
stay tuned. I'll put out a flyer. It's just you and a bunch of guys in the background.
I just beat them all.
Why can I see that though? Dude, there's been a lot of times, I guess this isn't Y2K, but like whatever. But like where a guy will tell Alex like, oh, like I bet I'm faster than you or I could throw this football further. Just
Oh, so many times.
yeah. One time she choked out him.
One time. No. Yeah.
Today.
Fun fact. Just right now. I do I don't like to say that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Let it out. I know how to fight.
Truth.
I know how to fight. I'm from the hood.
Y'all heard her.
You know, I mean, please, I don't want to go back, but
y'all don't want to smoke.
It comes in handy when needed. So, and yeah, guys like hear that because you're usually bringing it up. Like Alex is really tough and blah, blah, she can hold her own, and you're just like complimenting me. But then guys are like, oh, she couldn't take me down, and I'm like, and then it turns into this thing, and then I put them to sleep.
The pile of guys over there. The fragile masculinity kicks in. They're like, what? Like, arm wrestle me. Like, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I can't beat them in an arm wrestle, but to like, it's just technique, you know?
Certain guys, I think you could.
Yeah.
I have a few in my head. That
I am like way stronger than I look. I will say that. Like, people go to the gym with me, and they're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Stay in your lane.
Anchor arms. Lock-ins.
Dude, I'm way too Mexican. Dude. I think I went to one lock-in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I wish I would have only gone to one. I didn't want to go.
You didn't want to go? I wanted to go.
Nah. It's very much like I was quite antisocial.
Ooh, tell me what they were like. See, I was so...
You would have loved them.
Yeah?
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
I was sheltered. I wasn't allowed to spend the night anywhere. I wasn't allowed to like go to the lock-ins. Like...
But you know what? Like hearing now some of the like fuckery that happened to people at that time, you know, it's probably better.
Bad things happened.
Well,
I can see that.
Not at the lock-ins I was at, but imagine, you know, perhaps like maybe it was meant to be that you didn't go.
True.
But okay, so let me paint a picture for you.
Where would they be at? I know, like Athletic Club.
Gaddy Town.
Gaddy Town would have them.
I'm going to stick to Athletic Club and Gaddy Town because those are the only ones I remember. They would do it at the school sometimes, but I'm like, if you think I'm going to be locked in y'all's musty cafeteria, I begged my parents. I was like, do not make me go to this lock-in, please. Like, have your date night another night, please. I'm begging.
Date night.
So I'll paint a picture for Gaddy Town for you. So actually Athletic Club because it's like more was going on, I feel.
I went to that one.
Oh, so then Gaddy Town.
It was in like the gym, right?
With the foam things. Yeah. There was like a foam pit that you could jump into. I never did because I thought it was dangerous, but
yeah, and it smelled.
Dude, yeah. I feel like they never clean that foam.
Okay, the Gaddy Town one. I had a lot of like, I don't want to say first dates, but just like you would meet at the Gaddy Town. Like at the Gaddy.
Throwing the little skee ball at the same time. Your hands just touch. You're like,
oh, meet in the what is it? Photo booth. You know? Anyway.
Love that.
Okay, lockdown.
So it was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. That was like probably my favorite of the lockdowns was at Gaddy Town, which if for whatever reason you're listening and you don't know what Gaddy Town is, it's like
a vibe.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking lit. It's like Chuck E. Cheese, but I think nicer.
It's like for older kids. It's for like teenagers.
Oh, I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not quite like a Dave and Buster's. Like they didn't have like
that's
alcohol there, I don't think. But because like Dave and Buster's now is lit. We gotta go.
Yeah,
but
right after this.
But the Gaddy Town was just for like little preteens and teenagers.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. But like, okay, so you would show up, you would have to check in and everything, and then we had the whole place.
Yeah.
Like the world was our little oyster. So we would get like unlimited pizzas. They had the little buffet open. I was snacking, bro. I was like, hell yeah, I never get food like this at home. I'm gonna eat all this shit. Like, y'all are playing games and stuff. No, I'm at the buffet.
Catch me at the buffet.
Exactly. Catch me eating my little Cinestick, girl.
Ooh.
Bro, the dessert pizzas.
I know.
Who is it? Pizza Hut gets hate, bro. But like their dessert pizza was so good.
What? I'll eat that any day. I'll eat that right now.
Good. Just those attached.
Just
We'll have
orders
on the same page. So yeah, we could just eat all the food, like play all the games. Like you don't have to pay for anything, or maybe like I don't know. And that was pretty much it. Like they would put movies on,
and it was from like what 9 o'clock at night to like what?
You slept over there, I believe.
Yeah, it was overnight.
Yeah,
you
so
would
like
it was probably like from like 9 o'clock to like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That sounds like a long time.
Doesn't it though? Like imagine being the teachers just watching that like shit show happen and have to like chaperone.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I remember the first time I heard the term lock-in though, I was so scared because I thought we were physically just locked in and couldn't get out.
Damn.
Like I thought there was no escape and I was like scared.
I remember just wanting to go to them so bad and just not being allowed to. And I was just like, man. And like all my best friends, like little boys I liked. Like, and so I never really got to experience any of that. I'm super sad.
Yeah, it's okay. It honestly wasn't that great, especially like in Corpus, you know?
Fair enough.
Like I feel like Corpus, respectfully, like actually no, I don't care. Like they get a chain of something and like it's cool for like a month.
Yeah.
You know,
then it's like oversaturated. They're just,
it gets like hella dirty. People start fighting in it, stealing.
Fair.
You know, like if you've seen the videos of the Chuck E. Cheese brawls.
Yeah, the IHOPs get intense.
Oh, I haven't seen IHOP.
What?
Yeah, I've only seen like Chuck E. Cheese and Peter Piper.
Oh my God, dude, like it's violent. It is so violent. It's gone viral too. Like I'm sure you've seen it. You probably didn't realize it was Corpus, but I've seen them like on the TV and stuff.
If I see someone fighting in like a food establishment, I assume it's Corpus typically, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they would like throw chairs. They would like get stabbed. Like IHOP is not safe.
Yeah.
Do not go. I won't step foot in an IHOP.
I'm more of a Waffle House gal myself.
Yeah, but we didn't have that there.
Yeah, no, we didn't, which is shocking.
Yeah,
like
you would think it like
but
originated.
Maybe it would have. It might have been too much. Like imagine like how Waffle House already can be mixed with Corpus.
Yeah, no go.
Yeah, it would have been like back in like the Roman Empire days, like fighting with like the swords. It's just crazy. Yeah. Middle school dances.
Yeah.
Did you go? Like, how was that for you?
I went to a few. I went to a lot.
Why do I feel like there's some like what?
I don't like them. They were a lot of fun, but remember I was a little square.
Yeah.
Growing up, so I have some just horror stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you go?
Yes. But I went to Baker and it was
you had your Windsor kids and you had your
Yeah. So the middle school that I went to, there were two like sectors, I guess.
Right.
There were people that lived in the area, which it wasn't like the best area, but whatever. I also did not live in necessarily the best area, but you could test into like this like gifted program.
Yeah. Athena.
So, yeah, Athena is fucking Athena.
Athena.
And so there was like an ongoing feud, like a war between the, like they called them neighborhood kids and Athena kids.
Oh,
and
I'd be a neighborhood kid.
A neighborhood kid. But then there was some like crossover. Like I had some cousins in like neighborhood, and so like it was okay. But yeah, they like hated like the Athenas.
Yeah, I told you my youngest sister goes there and like she tells me the beef between, and she's a Athena, or I don't think it's called Athena anymore.
Yeah.
But
people were getting pissed. Like the parents of the neighborhood kids got pissed because they're like, you call them Athena and they're just called neighborhood. You know what I mean? So they probably have changed it since.
Yeah, there's something, I don't know what it's called, but she tells me like the beef between those two, it's like gangs.
Dang, it's like West Side Story.
Yeah, it's like intense. I'm like, dang, dude. But I would be a neighborhood kid for sure.
She just sort of beat me up back in the day. It's crazy like how that's still going. You know what I mean? Like that's
it's
wild.
Like segregation.
I swear, kind of, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should be more intertwined a little. I think they don't realize how much they actually like create that division When like, why not just like have them? They
Separate
didn't even,
school.
bro. They
Just
didn't
put
even
'em
eat lunch at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, how do they have so much beef then if they're not even?
Like the hallways and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I think like I can't even like blame them really for not liking the Athena people because they get way more privileges and stuff. Like the school really isn't very fair when it comes to how they treat the neighborhood people versus Athena.
I hate that idea. I don't understand why. Because it's not like they've built so many new schools recently.
Yeah.
Like they have that new Carroll, they have the veterans. Like they could easily sort of prop up a little, cardboard something.
Yeah, like I remember like neighborhood, it didn't make any sense, but it was like for the grade, if they're like 6th grade, it's like 6A, 7A, whatever. Oh. And then for Athena, it was like a C. And so it was like 8A has lunch at this time, 8C has lunch at this time, and like we couldn't even like eat together. I don't know. It seems a little weird to me. The more I talk about it now, I'm like,
I know.
Messed up.
I didn't even think about this. My sister tells me stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
But the dances, yeah. So I'll tell you a horror story of mine.
I would love to hear it. Please do.
Thought you might. Yeah, so I had a little boyfriend in middle school, and you know how they would play those songs and they would get kind of ratchet?
Yeah, bro, people were grinding in middle school.
I know.
Like it was nuts. Yeah.
Not I, but they would literally be on all fours, like twerking. And I'm like,
I forgot. Yeah.
No, yeah. I was just shooken. I had never seen anything like that. I was, just a little late bloomer.
Yeah.
Like do that. I do that
same.
Now. Yeah.
Did I do that now?
I'm just kidding. But I remember like my boyfriend at the time or whatever little boyfriend would ask me to dance, and he would like grab me and want to like from behind and like try to grind with me.
No.
And I was so like put off. Like I couldn't. Like I physically couldn't. Like I would just like freeze up and just get oh gosh, it was so traumatizing. And so then he like literally told me, if you don't dance with me, I'm gonna break up with you. And I was like, okay.
Starts tap dancing. You're like, I don't know what to do. You're like, da, 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 da. Like, I would fucking propose if someone did that.
So, but he meant like grinding, So I literally told him, I was like, I can't. Like, I don't know how. I don't want to. Like, that just feels so, oh man, dude. And so he broke up with me on the spot.
No.
On the spot. When you're a kid like that in front of her, like,
yeah, that wrecks you.
You feel like it's the end of the world. Like, you think you're going to die.
Tell me you didn't go grind with someone else.
Yeah. I knew it. And I couldn't even say anything because she was like really into MMA or like MMA.
Damn.
Yeah, and so she knew like she did like fights outside of school and stuff, like actual like
Was
professional.
that girl Jordan?
Oh my
god. The way I know who you're she always had the 2 braids down the side. She's like looking around, ready to beat anyone.
That was her, and she was a grade above me. And
I wouldn't fuss with her either.
Oh, she was like a pit bull puppy. Like she
walks around.
She's like, ruh, ruh, ruh. Like she was crazy looking. So I'm like, all right, like
I never even liked him.
I don't want to smoke. Like he's yours now. But yeah, that one, and she was like really Jordan, if you're listening.
Dude, no, I wouldn't as 31-year-old Rebecca, I would not fight 8th grade Jordan.
No, I wouldn't either.
I feel that I would still lose.
I might be able to take 8th grade Jordan.
Dude, she was grappling and stuff.
Yeah, she was legit. She was a badass for sure. But took my boyfriend, and I was just like, okay, done. And like she also ran. Like I don't know if you, and that's who bullied me.
No way.
Yeah.
How full circle. Like I knew of her, and like I remember like on like MySpace and Facebook, I would like see her in posts and stuff. But
yeah,
I had a few friends that went to her school, and I just remember hearing that she was like a fighter and stuff like that.
I never thought I'd name drop, but I guess you did it for me.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, we don't fuck with you, Jordan. You're not welcome here on Secured Sessions. Like you bully her, you bully us both, okay? We probably still couldn't beat you. But do what?
I wonder how she's doing though. Just curious.
She's probably, you know what I think she's doing these days?
She's
and like most
married.
bullies, no. Well, maybe. But like most bullies from back in the day, there's like memes about it, but they're balding.
Oh.
They're in a pyramid scheme of some sort. They're selling Herbalife, Sensi, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you peaked in high school, usually you're not doing the best.
There's like a live, laugh, love sign somewhere in the perimeter of their home.
All over, yeah.
All everywhere, yeah. They have like those signs in the kitchen that say like drink. You know what I mean?
Man, I feel like we're bullying now.
I don't care.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was tough.
Yeah,
but
dude.
I appreciate it because it made me the woman I am today.
Yeah.
Like, it really did.
Yeah. And I don't think what I'm saying is bullying if it's just 100% factual and everyone I've seen that was a bully in middle and high school, you know?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Anyways, Herbalife does have some good tea, though. I'll give them that much. I will say that. Yeah, same at my dances, though. A lot of like grinding and stuff. I forgot about that for like young kids. Like, how did they learn that?
And
TV?
Oh, I don't know.
Know what I mean?
Just
I guess neither of us knew. So
innate like feelings. I don't know.
Instinct.
Yeah.
Growing up in Corpus, you reach like 12 and you just all of a sudden start like.
It was so weird.
Yeah. But I remember like the music they played was good though. Like they played like kind of raunchy stuff. Like they were playing like
I still listen to that
Freak a
music.
League, P.D. Pablo.
Yeah.
At a middle school dance, bro.
Yeah, like Yin Yang Twins.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Bash.
Oh, I had that. Oh,
Frankie J.
That's literally the next thing I had to bring up was Baby Bash. That's so funny.
Hell yeah.
Frankie J. Paula Deanda. Do you remember her?
Yeah, she's from Corpus.
Yeah,
she went to Carroll.
Mm-hmm. Baby, am I doing too much? That was a big one. JoJo. We love her.
Mm-hmm.
Just got freed from like her record label or something like that. That's cool. Yeah. Do you have a quince?
So they asked me if not my Corpus accent.
So they asked me. The way I said quince, I know.
If I wanted a quince or if I wanted a car.
Oh.
Because 15, you're basically able to drive. I think I was driving because my grandparents, I think if you have older parents, you're able, I don't know. I got my license early somehow. And I got a freaking car. I got a brand new car. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. I probably would have chosen that too.
So I was like, fuck the quinces. Because I had been to a bunch. So
yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm fine. I'm sad that I didn't, but it's all right.
Do we have one of those for you now too?
I'm glad.
Like the pacer.
I'm glad you asked.
For your quince themed birthday? Oh, I love it.
I just come in a huge
the tiara. I
do love the little dances we would do with our. Go ahead.
No. Keep going. I didn't mean to cut you up, but I'm bringing that up next. You literally read my mind.
I haven't seen this.
I know. You're reading my actual mind.
Okay.
That's why I'm freaking out. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just loved all the things it came with. It was just really cute, the matching outfits and just her being the center of the attention. It's like a wedding.
Kind of, yeah.
A wedding.
In a way.
Mm-hmm.
I was in
the dance with your dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cute. It kind of is a lot like a wedding, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in
one.
I
want a quince, but I don't want a wedding. What? Okay.
I'm not against that. I'm not opposed, honestly. Just having a quince in lieu of that.
You were in a quince?
Yes. So we had to learn the choreographed dances.
Was it the hustle or what? What was the song?
No, but good choice.
Do the hustle.
It was Run It by Chris Brown.
Oh, that's badass.
Indeed, I can run it. Yeah, dude. But just picture this.
I love it.
Because this was
Can't close my eyes.
Yeah, right. So you get a partner, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I was a little late bloomer too.
Yeah.
And so every guy that was in the quince court was paired up with the girl that they liked.
Yeah, they don't get, the girl picks who you're paired up with, right?
Mm-hmm. But she was of course, friends with all of us. So she was yeah, just pick the girl that you want to. Well, the guy that I got paired up with, bro, bless his heart. And if for some obscure reason, he's listening, I think he watches my Instagram stories still, but bless him. But he was a chunky little lad, but he was so sweaty.
Oh.
So I remember.
He's nervous. I don't know. You weren't a sweaty little preteen?
No.
I was.
No.
Oh,
I still am. But no, I remember we would do these dances and I would just get drenched, bro, drenched in his little sweat.
Oh.
And I felt bad, so I didn't want to say anything. But every time after practice, because we practiced for a long time before the thing, because we had a few dances, but Run It in particular, because we were running it.
Can you do it?
I actually thought about that. I was I wonder if I remember it, but I don't. I will say, we also had to learn Baby Boy. Baby Boy, you stay on my mind. Yeah. That one I do remember a little, because we had to practice it so much.
Hey, you can show me later.
Guys, I can't do it under pressure, please. Maybe on the next episode, I'll do the intro just doing Run It or Baby Boy.
Please.
But yeah, it was super fun aside from that. But yeah, just a bunch of little preteens wearing matching dresses, just doing little hip hop moves. It was a time.
I remember all the Theos.
Just what, getting like
Just
wasted?
Getting wasted and
Yeah.
like dancing with or not dancing, just like shooting the shit with us.
Like
Like
say shooting guns in the air.
that too.
Yeah. Also that.
But
A baby just sleeping on a couch somewhere, like on a chair. A random baby. Who was your first crush in like a movie, a cartoon, a show? Like first
it's
ever?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown?
It's literally Chris Brown.
Are we psychic?
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck?
That's hilarious because go ahead and I'll tell you why that's so fitting. Like,
well, it makes sense if you think about it. It just set me up for complete failure.
yeah.
But yeah, there's just a fun fact that it was Chris Brown.
Holy
I don't know, when
shit.
he was like, 16 and
yeah. Sea breeze. Yeah. We love him.
so.
Also love Rihanna. That was just an era, but I think he's better. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's funny because looking at him, I feel like it is reflected at like your physical type of guy now. And for me, mine was like Bam Margera, Ryan Sheckler.
Oh yeah,
Tell
I
me.
can see that. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that is us.
Isn't that crazy?
That's our life.
Well, because I guess it was us technically. Like it was us actually, but
No, but like through all the guys you've dated and like all the guys I've dated, that makes so much sense.
Dude, yeah. That's why when you said Chris Brown, I was like, oh my God. Because I knew that about myself.
Yeah.
You know?
It says a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
It was like always like the bad, like little skater.
We need to go to a therapist and tell her this and see what she says.
We should go to like group therapy one day.
Yeah. At Hotel Zaza, yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Same. So the way that I realized, I guess like moving on from like my first like little crushes with them, my first boyfriend. So, after having seen like Viva La Bam, like Jackass, I thought Steve-O was even fine, even though like what is like a psycho. Like what young kid sees a man doing those activities and is like, wow, I must have him.
I can see it's a little charming. We're babies.
Thank you for supporting me.
I can see where you went with that.
So I was at summer school one year because, you know, anyway. And I see this guy like skating by.
You're like, Bam?
Ryan Sheckler, is that you? So I was like, wait, who is that? And then like as time progressed, we ended up meeting and he was like a little skater. He was super into like emo music. And that's literally how I got into emo music, was pretending to like it. Oh. Because he did, but then I actually started to like it. So had I never met him, who knows? I'd be listening to like Ed Sheeran right now.
Wow.
Yeah. But I
thank him.
Yeah, me too. I went to like lengths though to make this man like me. Like he went to Young Life.
Oh.
I didn't. But
Young Life though, like after school, like the teenagers and stuff were kind of bad. They weren't like what you expect them to be.
Come to find out, right?
Yeah, it was just like a secret like little group to anyways.
Yeah.
I don't want to call you all out, but you know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Young Life in 04. Just kidding.
You know.
Yeah. So I would go with him. And I didn't know what was going on, but I was just like, well, I guess I'm going to Young Life. And then I told him I could skate. I couldn't.
That's a stretch.
Well, then one day we're at his house and we're outside. He's like, oh, you can skate here. Get on my
do a kickflip. Yeah. You just what happened?
I just bust into sweat. I was like, oh my, I was like, what do I like?
I thought you were gonna say I just busted my ass.
Imagine I just flawlessly pulled off a kickflip. I'm like, God, if you're there, get me right now. Help me like drop into this little whatever. No, I told him the truth. I was like, I could be honest or I could break my legs.
You're like, I'm a phony.
Big fraud. This man's a pony.
Big fat.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, dude, I had to come clean.
Well, yeah, but there was no way out of that one.
There wasn't. But I will say one takeaway from that is I bought some little etnies.
Yeah, I had those DCs.
Yeah, and I became a little emo.
A little Spitfire.
Never look back.
A little, yeah.
You know, you take the good with the bad.
You got to see, you got to test the waters and see where you fit in. And because I had my I had my gauges. I had my,
I think we're still in it.
Even. I think I might. It's not a phase.
Yeah, literally. Back to Baby Bash though. Did you ever go to Bayfest?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Every time it's something about porpoise. And next time I look over, you're just like a little spooky. You have the bandana and you're just like, yeah,
away.
Yeah, away.
Yeah, of course. Bayfest was fun.
What was like your favorite thing there?
The food.
The funnel cake.
I would eat like, yeah, I was like big funnel cake, like turkey leg girl. But you know, did I tell you this story that someone asked me like if we had a state fair? Because like I guess a state fair is that what it is? Or just a fair in general?
Yeah, like a county fair even.
Yeah. That like is really popular like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they were explaining it, and I was like, oh, Bayfest.
Yeah, it's like a carnival, like a fair type thing.
Yeah. They would have like little concerts and like, you know.
We would also have little like outlier carnivals, like smaller ones that would just pop, like a pop-up carnival.
Right.
How safe was it? I don't know. My ex's dad used to call them the cut and stab.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the zipper?
Yeah, but I would never.
I did it.
You're a roller coaster person? Of course.
I'm not anymore.
Oh.
After the life
zipper?
of me,
After the
zipper messed me up. No, yeah, I used to love amusement parks and whatnot, but the zipper is just like such a dangerous concept. Like it's literally like rotating while it's rotating as it's like it's crazy, and then you're not like fully strapped in. It's literally a bar.
Bro,
like,
could that be good for your brain development as a child? You just have shaken baby syndrome. Like, you know what I mean?
I am probably so messed up because I would be on those things all the time. I loved it.
Back in line every time after it's over.
Bought fast passes.
Dude, do you think like carnival rides and stuff had any effect on like brain, like, because you'd be like jetting through the air while you're in your formative years.
Yeah, while my head's still soft.
Like your soft spot. Smacking it on the zipper.
Yeah, no, that couldn't have been good.
I look at the back of your head, there's an imprint of like the ride. The logo.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I remember being around a lot of like older kids, like literally like 18 if not older.
At Bayfest?
Yeah. And they would just be like smoking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was not a good time.
Do you remember, well, this might have happened.
I mean, it was a good time, but
the shoot, it was Baby Bash was performing this year. It was like the peak of Sean Paul's fame because I remember his music was everywhere.
Okay.
Sean Paul. And yeah, Baby Bash, oh my God. Baby Bash was performing. And I was like, if I don't see Sugar Sugar live, I will end it.
Sugar had to get.
I will end it. Yeah.
I don't remember a shooting.
Yeah. So Baby Bash was he had done one song.
Okay.
And it was me and like my middle school friends, and we're like standing there. And I told my parents that I was like just gonna be at my friend's house. But she was like dating this guy who, like, I don't know how was he driving if we were in middle school? Anyway.
Yeah, we did some crazy things when I think about it. Go on.
But he was a little older, so he had like access to a car, and he drove us to Bayfest. And I was stoked. I was so excited. Like, yeah, and like then
just stolen.
Yeah, hot wired. Baby Bash does his first song, which not Cyclone, not Sugar. It was like one of his like lesser
don't know. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, any minute now. All of a sudden, shots ring out. I guess someone tried to shoot Baby Bash.
He should have played Cyclone. It was me. I was pissed. I'm like, I don't know this one.
You're like, dance, Baby Bash, dance. Please. Not flashback to you at the middle school dance. River dancing. Yeah, dude, someone tried to shoot Baby Bash.
Dang, that's messed up.
And
awesome.
In the moment, I should have been more mad that someone tried to just murk Baby Bash, but I wasn't. I was mad that I didn't hear the songs I wanted.
Yeah. And rightfully so. I would be upset. Baby Bash was like the thing, like in Frankie J.
Oh, Frankie J.
Those were like crushes too. Not as much as Chris Brown. I was big like,
yeah.
Amor.
No es. Okay.
Obsession. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Baby Bash, Frankie J. Nelly was a big one for me. Just like the little,
the Band-Aid.
So little bad boys.
That would be a really good Halloween
bad
costume.
Boys. That was my thing.
Dude, and that's crazy.
And it still is. Nothing has changed.
To this day.
No, it's changing. 2024, you're out. Sorry.
I'm like, who else is there, to be honest?
I don't want the pretty bad boys.
Yeah.
I want a good techie. No, I don't know. Maybe
someone
not
who
techie.
could pass the pacer test, but like also is mentally sound.
Yes. I'm not into the pretty boy anymore. I want
maybe
a man.
we add a psychoanalysis to the pacer test.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think this could be good. I'm not mad. So yeah, that sucked. Baby Bash was okay. I wasn't. I regretted it for the rest of my life. I was like, damn, I've never seen him since. Never seen him live. So maybe someday. It's like my death row meals. I just want to see Baby Bash live.
Huh. What would that happen?
You said you have trauma with the song Cyclone, and we've been waiting to hear this.
Like I already said it.
That was the dance that he wanted to grind to?
Yeah.
Oh no. He said, move your body like a cyclone, Alex.
Yeah. And I love
make me want to do it all night.
Exactly. So that was the song, and I remember it like it was yesterday, like playing. And it's such a great it's such a great song.
Yeah. It's
like even recently, like when I was down in Corpus for Christmas, someone played it, like just trying to be nostalgic. And I can only think about freaking Jonathan and Jordan grinding it on the.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but yeah.
So you were the Bayfest shooters, but it's all full circle. I'm like, wait, I feel like I just solved the Zodiac killer.
Yeah. No, I was not, for record, but
CCPD, Corpus Christi Chronica. You hear that? Don't come get her.
But yeah, that was that same song. So it's such a good song, but it does remind me of that.
Yeah. I know this is supposed to be the Y2K episode, but can we just talk about some Corpus lore really quick? Like some things that have happened there that like only you and I feel could really get into. The Social. So anytime something happens in Corpus, it's like a smaller town and people make memes about it within seconds and they're hilarious, honestly. But one event.
Oh, no, I already know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of things happen there, but like it just gets worse and worse and people still go there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, they made a photo op out of it. So like one thing that happened, I don't want to spoil the ending before I get there, but there's this bar called The Social.
Mm-hmm.
And at this bar,
really popular, like everyone goes. Like it's one of the most. It's next to the most popular bar in Corpus, I would say.
Yeah, like easy walking distance right there. And then one fateful day, a video released of something that transpired in The Social. Basically, this guy who come to find out worked at like a church in Corpus was having interpersonal relations with a female publicly out in the open, nothing hiding them, just like out in the open at The Social.
Yeah.
So what did they do?
Mm-hmm.
They put footprints on the floor of The Social.
Wait, what?
You don't know this? It's a photo op now, bro. Yes. I'm glad I'm getting your live reaction to this. So yes, they put like black outline of a footprint on the floor of The Social. And they have like little words that say, this is where it happened.
Mm-hmm. And like a camera there, or not a camera, but you take pictures there? Like people do that?
I guess. I just know they have it as like a joke kind of.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. That's actually super smart on their part. But that's how they want to be remembered?
Yeah.
Like it is smart because I think people really would go to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts? Yeah. It's hilarious,
but also sad.
Yeah. I like wasn't super surprised, but I was like, man.
Yeah. Like out of all events, like that's the one you want to be remembered by.
Remember by
You remember.
You remember. Yeah, dude. And then we had that teacher. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Wow. Yeah.
What show was it? Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil, yeah. It was a female teacher.
And she dated like a male student.
Yeah, we were just talking about this when I went back home too, and people were like, they were defending her, and I was like, she's still an adult, you know, like what adult, like you right now, would you have sex with a high school kid?
No.
Okay, thank you. Exactly.
But it's like
that's it. That's all. It's fucked up.
Everyone your age, you see like Jonathan taking a math test.
Yeah.
And that does it for you.
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, well, he knew what he was doing too. Like, I think he was like 17 or something like that.
What? He knew what he was doing.
I'm like, what are y'all thinking right now? Like, that's that's not okay in any shape or form at all.
No.
Because you know damn well if that was a male teacher.
Completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no.
Well, and so then.
That's such a hot topic.
They call up Dr. Phil. Like the Dr. Phil. Like the show Dr. Phil. And like they go on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was pretty much that. Yeah. They ended up going on Dr. Phil and then everyone found out and I don't know what came of them, but I don't think they're still together.
I don't think They're married with kids.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't even think she got jail time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, isn't that
insane.
wild?
She's like, I could go to jail or I could go on Dr. Phil. She's like, guys, guess what? Yeah. She's like, if I bring tourism to Corpus, can I not go to jail? That's crazy.
They just like make footsteps in King High School.
Oh, in the classroom. They're like, this is where I'm dead. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. It's really wild. I just don't understand. If it were me, I would have fled the country, changed myself. Well, first of all, I wouldn't have hooked up with a student.
Yeah.
Let's start there. There's steps that could have been taken preventatively.
Absolutely.
But like, I wouldn't go on a show,
like, Corpus is small, but it ain't that small.
Yeah, dude. It's definitely big enough to find someone over 17.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. I thought that was wild. What was the first date you ever went on? Do you remember?
First date I ever went on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You might need to give me a second. I gotta dig through these.
Just on so many.
Date after date.
Yeah.
No, I mean, wow, I don't know. I can't think. Give me a second. What's yours?
Well, luckily I wrote the questions, so I know mine already. One of these like episodes, you should write the questions and ask me.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know what I mean?
I've already thought of that.
I like that. And that, yeah.
I wrote some down.
Oh, we should do that too.
Yeah.
I like it. So mine was actually, funny enough, with that guy. The like
Hater?
And the first time we ever like went out on a date, it was to the movies, of course.
Okay.
Typical, like,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, I remember mine now. Go on.
It's just the same exact date. It was with each other. I'm like, no one that
I knew you looked familiar.
the Spider-Man were like, so we go to the movies. My mom, no, I think my dad dropped me off and they were like nervous. They were like,
chaperone you?
They were like, don't get pregnant, da-da-da. I'm like, you can't sit in there with me. I have to like go on my own. I have to do this, guys. Let me grow up. Please, I'm an adult.
I have to spread my wings.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a peacock. Let me fly. So I get in there. He shows up and I was so nervous. So nervous. And I was chewing gum because I was like, well, I don't have bad breath. If I have like my first little kiss right now, I don't want to have like bad breath.
Yeah.
So we go in the theater, we watch the movie. He was like, I felt like his sweat like radiating. Like he was so nervous too. Like I could tell.
Aww.
But like I could tell he like wanted to hold my hand and he like almost did a few times and like wouldn't. And I was
but
like,
his hand was too slippery to hold.
It was like clammy. It was just sliding right off. Yeah. And so I was like, oh my God, this is great. About halfway through the movie, I'm so nervous that I have dry mouth and my gum starts disintegrating in my mouth.
Okay.
And I'm too nervous to get up and spit it out or like move. So I just stayed there and it just kept disintegrating and my mouth kept getting drier and I was like, just like couldn't. It was bad. So after the movie ends, it's like over and he goes to kiss me.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like I'm literally like, it's just a situation. Yeah, it's not good. So real quick before he like leans over, I try to like spit it. It was like a mess. It was a real mess.
As he's coming in, you're like,
I was like, oh, I have to sneeze. I have to like anything. I tried to like spit it. Like, yeah, it was real. I was so freaking nervous.
Aww.
Yeah. And then I lied about skating and he broke up with me.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
The worst. Gets me every time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how like when you're a kid, like everything feels like such a big deal.
The end of the world. Yeah. I was like, I will never find love again after this little skater man.
Okay, so mine, I remember it was at Gaddy Town. Good old Gaddy Town. So it was with like my crush. Like I was so stoked. I'm like, this is gonna be my husband. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have kids. Like I was so excited. But remember, I'm a square. I don't like, I guess this is just when I started liking boys and we go to Gaddy Town. He wants to go to the photo booth, like I mentioned before. Like it was fun. Like we were just having fun playing games, whatnot. Then we go to the photo booth, which I didn't understand that meant make out. That means we're going to mack it. Yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't know that because I don't know things. I'm just a wee little lad. Like
just a lad.
And
just a boy.
He comes in. And did I want to kiss him? Yes, absolutely. Would love nothing more. But he's coming in. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. Like my heart's like beating out of my chest. And then he puts his tongue like straight, like not even like lips yet. Like it's just like,
no. He's like,
I haven't even had my first peck. And this guy's going full force, like tongue down my throat. I got so scared, I bit his tongue.
She said, oh,
chomp. I was just like, I don't know what to do. There's a foreign object. Like, I freaked out.
that's fair. Yeah.
And I bit his tongue. And he literally was like, started bleeding. I bit him that hard. I was like, these teeth are weapons. And he went out, and I think we had friends there or something, or maybe he went to school the next. I just remember everyone knew. Everyone
Word travels
knew.
fast, though, not even just in like school, but around Corpus as adults. Like, people love to like just
True.
talk.
So, yeah, that was very traumatizing because everyone knew, like, not only that I couldn't kiss, but that I'm like a biter, like not even a cute biter. Like I'm like, slit your tongue open.
Like legend has it, his tongue is still at Gaddy Town to this day in the photo booth.
So yeah, and then I think I like swore off boys until I was like 26.
There you go. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. It's like nerve-wracking. That's scary. You know, I was terrified, bro. I couldn't even like drink water or move. So like,
talk about things, dude. Like it's okay to be like, hey, like should we kiss on her?
What if we Laguna Beach core, moving into the next phase.
Okay.
Everyone wanted to dress like them, like polos, the little like Bermuda shorts.
Lauren, yeah.
Yeah, Elsie, the little like, Hollister, Abercrombie. That was an era, like how dark Abercrombie was.
I loved that era.
Yeah, it was good, but like you couldn't see.
You couldn't see, you couldn't hear.
Yeah.
The music was so loud. They'd play like that old school like techno, like and just I remember. So first job was Abercrombie Kids, and it was just, and it smelled so intensely. Like I actually liked that perfume, or I liked
Wasn't it fierce? Was that what it?
Fierce.
Yeah.
Until I worked there, because then they would just overspray everything. You couldn't breathe.
Wouldn't they make you like walk around and just spray too? Like
everything? And so I worked in the front, and you couldn't go back past like a certain point. So that's where like the music was just blaring, and you had to always welcome every single person that walked in.
That's a big deal, bro. Do you understand how big of a deal working in the front of Abercrombie is?
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Like you should be like, that would have carried my ego through to now.
If it was in any other city, it would have. But since it was in Corpus Christi, it didn't really do much for me.
It still means something.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll take it.
Yeah. A win's a win.
Win is a win, my boy. But I remember just like screaming at people. I was like, hey guys, welcome to Abercrombie, because it was so loud.
And welcome to Abercrombie.
Oh, next to the guy with his shirt off.
Yeah, like, that was nuts. Like just little like teens with like their shirt off in the front, just all buff. I'm like, how are they all so buff? Y'all are 15.
In hindsight, like they weren't buff. They were just ripped. Like they were really skinny. But back then we thought like they were just like God's gift, and no, they were just skinny little lads.
That's wild. We've talked about this, but have you heard the rumor, I guess, or whatever it is, that like this was like something that went around Corpus? I'm not claiming this. I think everyone's beautiful in their own way, but there was like talk that if you applied at Abercrombie, if you were like cute, you would be up front or at the register or like out in the clothing area. And they were like, if you're ugly, they put you in the back stock doing like stock duty.
Doing what?
And you can't like leave.
Yeah,
like
organizing and whatnot.
Yeah, like organizing, folding, getting shipments, like Quasimodo at like Notre Dame, like in his tower.
Yeah, it's just like cold and dark back there.
Yeah.
I think that might have been true.
Were the people that worked in your back room ugly?
So you're saying I'm cute?
That's what they were. As Abercrombie did.
Yeah, I remember one time complaining. So this is why I quit, because I was complaining because I literally couldn't walk past a certain point. I had to stay like for 8 hours a day in that front. It was agonizing. And it wasn't hard work. It was just like tedious. I don't know. I was just
You're like folding stuff?
No. Like just standing there. Like imagine just standing there, like greeting people like all day. It was just, I know it sounds super easy, but like you want to be doing something, you know? So anyways, I complained, and they were like, oh yeah, you want to be ungrateful? Like, and they sent me to the back.
To the back room with you.
And
there's people back there with like 7 eyes, a tail. Like, you're like, the rumors are true.
I was like, fuck this. I was like, I cannot be back here. Like it was.
Yeah. Me? Alex?
Do you know who I am? Yeah, no, I was like, okay, never again. So I think I tried to go back up front, and they're like, no. So I was like, okay, well then I quit. I don't even think I quit. I think I just left. Like, I didn't put my 2 weeks or anything. I was like,
as you should.
Bye.
Later. Yeah, I worked at PacSun. As I'm sure you can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was very quirky and unique and not like other girls. Very much a skater, Yeah, I loved it.
Or you got your etnies?
No, I got them online, actually, I think. I had like a coupon.
You get them at Straight Skate.
Oh my God, Straight Skate. I forgot. Yeah, I actually got promoted to key holder at PacSun.
Key holder?
Yeah, it's like you're not an assistant manager, but you're not like a normal salesperson.
So you lock up and unlock the door and stuff like that?
You got like privileges. You get the perks.
Gotcha.
You get like a little more of a discount,
Oh.
I got my little, what were those jeans? The bullhead jeans or whatever. I got those like on a little disky, those, yeah. I could buy my boyfriend at the time like a little like Volcom hoodie on the low.
Nice.
Or just steal. Which bro, I stole so much.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, it's too late now. I think there's like a statute of limitations or whatever. Y'all can't arrest me now. But yeah.
Try.
Bro, so fucking much. Yeah. I would let my friends come in, pretend to like ring them up. It's like beep. I'm like, just take it. It's on me.
Yeah. So I didn't do that at Abercrombie because I didn't work the cashier, but my next job was the movie theater. And I worked the concession just for a few like, I don't know, weeks or something. Maybe not even that long. I don't know. But you know how things at the movies were so expensive?
Yeah.
You would get something, it's like, yeah, that's $500. I'm like, what?
That'll be your life savings and your birth certificate. Yeah.
I would put like one item in. And then they're like, no, like it's more. And I'm like, scram.
No. Get out of here, kid. Just go.
Run.
Yeah. It's on the house.
So yeah, like I should probably be in jail for that one for sure.
Well, in jail?
In jail, yeah. Prison.
Everyone's like, what are you in for? You're like, well,
consignment.
Let's see. Hair and makeup of that phase. Dream Matte foundation, like yellow, thick in the little pot
mousse?
thing. Yep, the mousse.
Wow.
The Dream Matte mousse.
Of course I had that.
Mm-hmm. Scrunching your hair with like gel.
With also mousse. Well, different kind of mousse.
Yeah.
I would do it with that. That's so crazy. We would do that, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Like what other like little like straightening the absolute like fuck out of your hair.
Would you straighten just your bangs and crimp or not crimp?
Yeah.
Scrunch.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So you did have bangs?
I had like, for the longest, I had like a middle part and that was like my scrunching era. After that, when I became emo, I had the severe side bangs and I didn't crimp anymore. I only straightened.
Yeah.
Because I was serious.
Like big time layers. Like my shortest layer was like this long.
Mine is right now. Yeah, no, I don't think like I went that all in with it because like I said, I was like emo, but I was scared.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do too much. So that's why I was like gauges.
Yeah, you got gauges.
But I didn't go to the point of no return.
You're just at the cusp. See, I went all in.
Dipping my little toe. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I tend to do.
Yeah. But I think that's like our personalities too. I'm just very like cautious. I'm like, I don't know about that one. I'll do a little gauge.
If I die, I die.
Yeah. Don't get crazy. So final segment of Y2K is shows that were on during that time. MTV had some bangers. They had
hell yeah.
Do you remember Next?
Next, yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
They were mean.
Was it in a bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Next bus. Yeah. So for those of you who were born, I guess, not that long ago, I don't know. Next is a reality show from MTV. And like the concept is you're going on dates.
Speed dates, right?
Yeah, speed dates, exactly. Right. So either you have a bunch of girls or a bunch of guys on this bus. Then you have like the person that they're like vying to date standing like off in a field somewhere. And
you bachelor feel, yeah.
Yeah, you have like a long walk to get to them. So you would do your intro and be like, hi, I'm Rebecca. I like did whatever. And then start walking. Sometimes the second they open the door of the bus,
they don't even step out of the bus yet. And the guy's like, next. Like just
across the door,
instantly.
He's like, next. We're like,
hello?
Imagine what that, yeah. How are they doing now?
Like, how can you even see that far? Like, you got some vision on you, my boy. Like,
imagine that, yeah.
Yeah, that was very entertaining.
Yeah, Next was crazy. There was Date My Mom. That was Unhinged.
See, I don't remember that one. Date My Mom?
It's like Mandela effect. It never happened.
You might be having a false memory. No, I'm having like very vague. Go ahead and describe it.
So like the concept from what I remember is basically just that. Like either the guy or the girl
That's their mom.
Yeah, has their mom there.
Pimps out their mom.
Must be nice. Just kidding. And then
just can't relate.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
And then the person that wants to date them has to go on a date with their mom first before actually dating them. And they don't know what this person looks like.
Mm-hmm.
They just go by what their mom looks like.
Oh, I know. I remember it now.
Yeah, they've never seen them. They're like, oh, like.
And they come pick her up, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
They pick up the mom and just take them on a little day out. And then based on like the mom describing their kid is how they like pick if they want to go on a date with the kid or not. Then they meet them at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Who came up with that? Like what MTV producers were just smoking so much weed at a table, like put them on a date with the mom and they'll just
love it.
Yeah.
What other shows were there?
I was so jealous of this one. My Super Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah, dude. Those brats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's why I would want one, but mine would definitely not be like that. Like those people were stupid rich.
I remember I went to my dad because I don't really know like what a car cost, I guess, besides what I'd seen on the show yet. And I ended up buying my own like Chrysler Concorde for my grandpa, but from working at HEB.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, dude. Well, it fucking sucked. I worked HEB, like a grocery store, like, but HEB Plus in Flower Bluff, summer shift, outdoor shift, 12 to 4 in etnies and skinny jeans to pay for a used Chrysler Concorde.
Oh.
Yeah. But I had a car though.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, I really had to.
Because it is hot, especially out there. It's humid.
Dude, I
midday.
Yeah. I was as sweaty as my guy
skinny
who I danced with in the Quince court.
Oh.
He was like, yeah.
God bless.
Yeah. But yeah, they would get like new BMWs and stuff. And I was like, Dad, when I'm like old enough to get a car, like, am I going to get a Mercedes or a BMW? And he's like, bah! He's
like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You silly little goose.
That was crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to like any like big Sweet 16s or anything like that?
I mean, not really that big. No, they were all in like, you know, those little halls. And like, I thought they were big at the time, but like then watching that show, absolutely not.
The halls. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, the halls.
Pimp My Ride.
Oh yeah, I watched Pimp My Ride. It
was a good one.
Yeah.
He's like,
MTV
I heard you
Cribs.
like spray tanning, so I put a spray tan booth in your trunk. Like,
oh yeah. He literally would just be so considerate about what they liked. I'm like, wow, that's a real man.
Wow, Exhibit.
Do I slide in his DMs?
Do we have him on Secret Sessions?
Oh
yeah. Do I take my Tesla to West Coast Customs?
It needs it.
Yeah.
It needs it.
I know. I'm like, Exhibit, if you're hearing this, please Pimp My Ride. What do you think it'd do to my car? If I went on Pimp My Ride, what do you think Exhibit would do to my car?
He'd put a podcast studio in it. That'd be really cute.
Yeah.
It'd be like a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
But like just really like decked out.
But it has to be your same car, remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Like they take your like beater and then they like pimp it. And they like make it like, you know, like there were people who were like, I don't know, like half the car was missing. And they like, yeah.
Yeah, they'd probably get the little Tessie and just like, I feel like they'd still put a podcast studio in that little guy. They'd figure it out.
Yeah.
He's a smart man.
For sure. Yeah, he always knows. Exhibit. I love that guy. Punked.
Oh, I loved Funked.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was another crush of mine.
I think it was mine too.
I could see it being both of our kind of, it's like both our personalities meshed together.
Huh.
I still love him.
Yeah, me too.
Do you remember when we were playing Is This Man Tom Brady?
Yeah.
And I showed you a picture of Ashton Kutcher. And you're like, yup.
Without a shadow of a doubt, that is him. That's him.
Tom Brady if I've ever seen him.
So guys, I don't know anything about sports, okay? And I'm not trying to act like that girl, like, ew, I don't know sports.
Oh, you're pretty confident.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't. So we were I was with her and another friend of ours, and they were like, let's play a game. We're going to pull up pictures of various white men, and you're going to tell us which one is Tom Brady. And I was like, you know what?
I know who Tom Brady is.
Dated Giselle. I've seen a picture or two. Bro, I thought Ashton Kutcher was Tom Brady.
I got you good too. I was like, I'm not even going to be close. Like, I'm not even going to show football players. I'm like, and it was good because he looked kind of like thicker in that picture, and he was in a suit, and yeah,
it got me good. It got me good. I feel like you could have showed me a picture of like Stephen Hawking, and I would have been like, that's Tom Brady. Yup. With that is my boy. 100%.
Okay, what other shows?
Wife Swap.
Wife Swap?
You remember?
Oh, yeah. And they had like whole families.
And they would like swap the wives. Yeah. No, it was just a reality show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'd be like totally different. Like it'd be like this family that always like ate out and like
In an Amish family.
then like someone like super conservative or something.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. That was a wild
Good.
time.
Did I tell you that my ex was on? Did you know this? My ex was on a VH1 show.
Yes, he's told me to.
Oh,
He's told everyone. Us both, yeah.
He's
like,
like,
we know.
you.
Absolutely nobody.
Did you know back in like 2007?
Yeah. What was it? Like, was it Charm School or what was it that it was? Was it Room Raid? No.
Room Raider.
Oh, he's not going like this. If he's watching, he's like, I told you 1,000 times.
I actually never watched it. He would say it to everyone and I just didn't want. What was it called?
One time I tried to look up clips and I couldn't.
No, I remember my dad's girlfriend looked it up one time and she's like, we gotta watch this. And I was like, no.
I will be leaving.
So I haven't watched it to this day, but I mean, it's been long enough. I think I could watch it now.
I kind of want to find what we don't remember what the show is, huh?
Yeah. Love? What? Something with love.
No, it's not like Flavor of Love or something.
No. It was like Tough Love? No, Tough Love? Is that one?
Oh, Tough Love was a show, maybe.
I know the concept. So you bring, it's kind of like the ultimatum.
Oh.
Like you would bring whoever you're dating on and then at the end you had to marry them or not, or break up. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've heard him say it enough times. I think I should know, but I can't remember exactly.
It's my fault. Like he has also told us both together, like me and you, and I still don't.
A number of times.
Yeah.
Like he could just like meet some random person on the street like, hey, you want to know a
or even says his name.
Man, what? It'll come to me. We'll just talk about other shows maybe.
Yeah. On the next podcast episode, I'll let you guys know what show it is. That way you guys can look it up for yourself, but I won't say his name. You can just guess who it is that Alex would date based on Chris Brown.
Oh, Lord. They're like, got it.
Yeah, literally. Who would survive an apocalypse, me or you? I guess the people don't know this answer. I do. This is a trick question in my humble opinion. Go ahead, tell them who would win.
No, I mean,
who would win? Who would win? It's like I Am Legend. You and like your little like dog. You and Bentley.
Oh, I would.
Him in a little vest.
He would be barking at the zombies or whatever. Okay,
so anyways, guys. I think you would survive past me surviving, and I'll tell you why. I think in an apocalypse, I feel that I would just sit there and accept my fate.
I would save you.
Oh, thanks.
I would defend your honor.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be like, no, Alex, don't save me. And you're like, no, you're coming.
You would be like, save yourself. And I'm like grabbing you by your ankle.
By my little ankle. Yeah. I just think like at a certain point, if there's going to be zombies afoot for the rest of time, I don't think they're going to find like a cure. They always try. Do they?
Maybe not zombies. Maybe just an apocalypse. Like maybe like a big like crater.
Crater?
I don't know. Like something. I don't know. Like it's just having to fend for your own. Maybe not zombies, but like maybe like all the internet crashes and like all technology is down and we're having to like actually like go out and find our food. And like, do you think
I'd probably get really fit? That could be good.
I think we'd get really skinny, but yeah.
Probably don't need Ozempic in the apocalypse. I'm like, that's one less cost. Yeah, I'm like, matter of fact, be right back. Yeah, I think like would be okay if I put in effort for myself. I see myself like, damn, it's the apocalypse. Do I really want to do this? Is this really fun to me? And then perhaps just jumping in that crater. You know? I think you would give it the good fight though.
I would. I would probably try to just restart civilization.
Yeah.
Like I think I could do it.
Yeah. I
just can't put Wi-Fi together but could survive a whole apocalypse.
Yeah, but that's different because there wouldn't be Wi-Fi. So like
exactly.
Maybe there's a chance. Yeah.
Point proven.
One last thought that I had that I wanted to bring up that really like irks me, and then we'll close out. Like when you're talking to a guy and you guys just start talking and out of the complete and utter blue, he's like, send a pic.
Oh no.
I hate that.
Guys, come on now. I definitely rather just feel like I will send you a picture. but not if you ask.
You're like, no, I'll send a nude.
No, I'll send you my whole cheek. No, no. But I have to like be vibing for a while and have that emotional connection, and I'll send you a little selfie. Like,
yeah,
I will.
Or if he sends one first, even.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you ask for it, there is no way you're getting one.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's giving like, where's my hug? Or like, oh, I'm going to shower.
Smile
like,
more
without me. Like, yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, there can be someone who I'm like really feeling, and then if like they say it in that way,
it's such a because
I know what people are gonna say. They're like, what's wrong with wanting a photo? Like, listen,
no, it's not wanting a photo. It's like the way you go about it.
Yeah,
like
it's weird. Like, I don't even know you. We haven't met in person.
Ooh, no, hell no.
Yeah, hail to the na.
But yeah, I agree. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask though. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You're good.
Just thinking about dudes. Like, when's too soon, or when's the appropriate time to introduce like your boyfriend, or even I don't know if you have to wait until you're. This day and age is so freaking weird. I don't get it. But introduce them to your family. I
do that very rarely. Like, very rarely. Yeah.
See, I know that's like appropriate. But I'm like, what's like a good time? Because I love to introduce like who I'm dating to my family, because family's like super important to me. Yeah. And I want to see how they react with my family. Yeah. Because that's also like, if my family hates them and we can't mesh, that's a real, like, I'm not gonna break up with them, but it's a big red flag for me.
It gives you like some insight a little bit.
But I'm like, I don't want just like every freaking dude meeting my grandma. Like, my grandma's like, this time just
like otra vez,
getting the hopes up and like thinking I'm gonna get married. But I'm just like, when should I introduce like a man to my family?
I think it just like depends on the relationship, sure. Like how you're feeling about him. And like, for me, I kind of like what you're saying too, though, like using it as like a test.
Yeah.
Not a test, but you know what I mean? Like,
it's a test. It's like, how can you converse with the people that mean most to me? Like, it's fine to see how that goes, because if it's not, like, you have to realize like that's going to be the rest of your life.
Yeah, true.
So if you're going to have to like split Christmases all the time, or like not, or just fight about that, then that's not a life I want to live. So yeah, it's super important.
I guess for me, it's when I start to take someone seriously. Like, when I start to think like, this is someone that I want to date. Like, if it's right. So I guess like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's different every time.
Yeah. It's dependent. Like, I would say less than 5 guys have met my parents. Yeah. Probably. Maybe. Like, definitely less than 10.
Yeah.
Like, over my whole life. And I'm not talking about like middle school boyfriends and stuff. Like, I like serious, like,
yeah,
less
guys
than
you
5,
thought you were gonna spend forever with. Yeah.
Well, no, I probably knew. I'm like, some of them deep down, I feel like I was like, I don't know.
I only introduce men if I really think that I'm gonna, be with them forever.
Yeah.
But then usually they'll meet my family, and then it like instantly doesn't work for some reason.
I mean, maybe that's like a good thing then. Like,
no, I agree. But I just don't want like my family meeting like every single. They're like
everyone at the Pacer test. We have them as judges. We have your grandma.
They would love that.
Dude, Abel,
family.
Your dad would be, that would be so fun.
Oh yeah, he would have a real kick out of that one.
Yeah. We love him. My fan favorite.
I'm just curious. That was just a thought I had earlier today.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just depends on the relationship for sure. And like, yeah, probably never again though in my life, as long as I live.
Yeah, because we're getting married.
Yeah, right. Because now we live together, and that's it. Just gonna get like 10 more golden doodles and live out. I'm with child. Well, thank you for coming on again, Alex, and talking about some nostalgia, our childhood, growing up where there's brawls at Chuck E. Cheese. It's been good. It's been fun.
Real. It's been real. This might be my favorite one yet. This was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back again.
Of course. And I think it'll happen a lot more because we live together. I'm like, I need a podcast guest. Alex, come on.
Well, it works out.
Yeah, dude.
This gets awesome.
Yeah, and it gets easier and like having so many things in common. Like,
oh yeah,
growing up in the same place, like the same traumas.
Being psychic.
Yeah, that's another thing. What am I thinking right now?
You want to go get food with me?
She knows. She gets me. Like, she gets me. Thank you guys for tuning into Secured Sessions, the podcast with no niche. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Pod, YouTube, TikTok, and anywhere you can stream podcasts. Thank you so much for coming on, Alex.
Thank you.
Go to her Instagram if you want to stop being pale and pasty. She does spray tans and they're mobile, so don't worry about having to drive. You know, you're good to go. It's a one-stop shop at our condo. So if you want to meet me too, just kidding.
Come on over.
Maybe. Love you guys so much. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.